What's up, everybody? I go by Goddess, and this is episode 3 of the Chosen One podcast. So, have you ever felt stuck? Like you literally going in circles, stuck in the same place, no matter how hard you try, you just can't move forward. If that's how you feel right now, let me remind you you are not alone, and you will not be stuck forever. Sometimes feeling stuck is actually a sign that something important is happening beneath the surface. Sometimes God will keep you in the same situation, experiencing the same thing until you react differently. You got to meet God halfway. The way I see life is that life is everything you experience is like a chapter, right? Each part of life is like chapters. So, say, for example, I have a friend who keeps dating the same type of guy. So I told her, I said, you have to respond differently. You got to do something different. If that's your type, you gotta go outside of the box in order to leave out of that chapter, or you're gonna be trapped in that same chapter forever until you move differently. I hope that makes sense. So a story that I like to think about and keeps me humble, keep moving forward and always being grateful. There was a man that was homeless, but he had a car. And he was mad at the world until he met the man with no car and no home. The man with no car and no home was mad at the world until he met a man with no car, no home, and no legs. He was in a wheelchair. Honestly, I feel like you're ungrateful. For me personally, I found gratitude was my problem. That was why I felt stuck because I was focusing on all the negative things. I only saw my problems and I didn't see how God blessed me. I didn't see all the great things that was going on in my life. I stayed focused on negativity, and we all know where your thought goes is where energy flows. And so if you focus on negative stuff, then baby, you're gonna find yourself stuck. So one thing that helped me is definitely sleep affirmations. I'm really into subliminals and things of that sort. So I did link my gratitude sleep affirmation meditation down below. If you want to use it while you're sleeping, it definitely helped for me. You can also listen to it when you're in the car. I literally listen to it all day. So I want you to understand why you feel this way. And one thing I want you to know, feeling stuck, it often means you're in a place of transition, right? Your current routine, your habits, and even your mindset might be running on autopilot. You got to step outside of that in order to see that change. It's like your inner self whispering, it's time for growth. But growth isn't always easy. It could be messy, it could be uncomfortable. But here's the truth, feeling stuck is not failure, it's an invitation to pause, reflect, and realign. Think about a tree. Before it grows all tall and strong, its roots have to spread deep underground. It takes time. Feeling stuck is like being in that underground phase. You're growing, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. But to see the change you're yearning for, you need to nurture those roots. That means looking honestly at what's holding you back. You got to face your demons. So sometimes what holds us back isn't just lack of gratitude, sometimes it's fear, sometimes it's both. So fear of failure, fear of judgment of others, that's a big one. You got stuff that you don't even want to do because you're scared of what everybody else gonna say. Or even fear of success. Subconsciously, a lot of people are fearful of success. I know this is a weird analogy, but I watch a lot of like lockup type TV shows, and a lot of guys who have been doing a long time in jail, they don't want to get out. They fear getting out of jail. You've been broke so long, you've been down so long, you've been in this wrong mindset so long that you scared of success. I hope that makes sense. Other times it's comparison. Comparison is the root of all evil. You comparing yourself and looking at somebody that you don't even know what's really going on behind the scenes. You have no idea what really is going on in another person's life. All you see is the glitz and the glam and what they show you and what they tell you. You don't know that you wanted somebody else's life, but little do you know they cry themselves to sleep every night. Little do you know they're taking medication just to cope. So many things. And sometimes you might feel stuck because you're overwhelmed by your dreams and you're not sure where to start. You have so many ideas. And I feel like I'm more identified with that one. My, like, literally, I'm super creative, so my brain is just exploding with ideas and things, and you just feel stuck because you don't know where to start. So, if you can relate to any of these, I want you to take a deep breath and remind yourself awareness is the first step towards change. And baby, you're aware now. Now you're aware. So, we're in a good place. So, what do you do when you feel stuck? Take small, consistent actions. Keyword heavy on the consistency. See, that's where I lack consistency. If the path feels overwhelming, start with one tiny step. Think about one area in your life where you could do something different. Maybe it's spending 10 minutes a day working on a goal, or going on a short 15-minute walk. Maybe you want to lose weight. Maybe it's reaching out to someone for advice or seeking out a mentor or a coach. Or maybe it's giving yourself permission to rest and recharge. Progress is progress, no matter how small it feels. Celebrate the small victories. Another powerful tool is self reflection. I want you to ask yourself, what do I truly want? What will make me feel excited about life again? Write it down. Speak it out loud. When do you take the time to define your goals and reignite your passion? When do you do that? Once you do sit down and do that, you'll realize that things you thought was impossible are actually within reach if you're consistent and you work a little bit towards it every day. Please remember, growth does not happen overnight. Be kind to yourself in this process. And like I said, celebrate the small wins. Surround yourself with people who will lift you. Most importantly, trust the journey. Where you are now is preparing you for the breakthrough ahead. Thank God for that journey. I don't care how low it is. I don't care how dirty it is. I don't care how sad it is. I don't care how mad you is. I don't care how much you lost. I don't care what they did to you. Thank God for that journey. Because I promise you, everything that you're going through is taking you exactly where you are, where you're going. And where you're going, you're going to need everything that you learned when you was down in the trenches. See, that when you're in the trenches, it's building you. Everything you learn when you down in the gutter, you're going to need that for when you on the top. Do not be upset about where God had you. Thank Him. Thank Him for where He got you, because just know when you move up to the top, you're going to need all them skills that you learn. Next time you feel stuck, I want you to remind yourself that it's temporary and you are moving forward, even if it's hard to see right now. Have faith. Have faith. Trust in the work that you're doing. Make sure you're doing the work now, but trust in the work that you're doing. Believe that better things are ahead. That's heavy. You got to believe that better things are ahead because you are capable of breaking through and creating the life you deserve. Stay patient, stay hopeful, and keep going. You got to believe it. If you don't believe it, nobody else gonna believe it. And it ain't about other people, it's about you. If you don't believe it, then it won't come true. You have to believe it. You got to look in the mirror and you got to state what it is that you want. You got to claim it. Claim it. Claim it before you have it. So, a Bible verse that beautifully supports this message is Galatians 6, verse 9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. So this verse, it reminds me that perseverance and faith in the process will eventually lead to growth and fulfillment. Even if it feels like no progress is being made, the seeds you plant today will yield a beautiful harvest in due time if you stay persistent and keep moving forward. One word, consistency. Consistency. You got to be consistent, baby. So today I have a very short message. So that's it for today. I hope that you guys learned something. I hope that made sense for you. When I do these, I'm not only talking to you, but I'm talking to myself. And I just want y'all to know anything I'm talking about is something that I've gone through or went through or are currently going through, all that good stuff. So just know you are not alone. Heavy on, you are not alone. I love y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This will help other people reach this message. And this was episode 3 of the Chosen One podcast. I'm Goddess. All right, beautiful people. I'm out.